I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. We'll light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
The best trait that Lieutenant Peterson has is he'll never say anything negative, so that rubs off for sure, because then you want to be negative, but he's positive, and then you feel like an asshole. I didn't have a lot of time with him, but the time I did have, it was a good time, a fun time, and a positive time for sure. Always cheerful. I'll never forget that part. I think the only thing I have to say to Lieutenant Peterson is, you definitely deserve this deployment. I'm glad you finally got out that fucking office, because that's definitely what you wanted. And I'll never forget when we went to that camping trip with the NCOs, and we all had a very great time bonding. I hope you enjoy your going away this Friday, and I hope you're hydrating. So thank you for being with us, and have fun.
Look, is Dave still on here too?
He's still on it?
Yeah. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. My name is First Lieutenant Peterson, all right? You're gonna ask, yes, I am the best at PT in the company. Yes, I am the best baseball player in the Marine Corps, okay? I'm the best at everything, okay? You will not compare to me, but I will never tell you that to your face, right? I'm gonna be a positive person. I'm gonna let you know that you can always do better, but let's not complain about it. Let's live in the moment, live our best lives, all right? I'm a positive person. I'm gonna make everyone around me be positive people. And if you do complain, I will give you a straw so you can suck it up, all right? No, I'm just kidding, sir. Hey, sir, I just want to let you know that the time that we spent here with you was a great time. Honestly, you were super professional with being friends with everyone, but you were friends with everyone. I look at you as a friend, even though I don't know if that's right to say, because you are a higher rank, but I just want to let you know, everyone here really enjoyed having you here. You made it very enjoyable. You passed off a lot of positive energy to everyone. You've helped me out with a lot of personal situations, and I really appreciated everything you've done as a company. And I'm really, really looking forward to Friday. Not looking forward to saying goodbye, but looking forward to having one more good memory with you before you leave. I know you're gonna do great things on a deployment, better than sitting at the desk like you used to. But I just want to let you know, we all do love you, and we're all gonna miss you. And I hope you have fun out there and make the best of whatever you're doing. Peace out, LTP.
How's he?
Oh man, LPT, definitely about his Marines, all about it. Definitely took care of us. If you had any advice, you could definitely go to him. I love that he was like a spiritual guy, great leader, nice guy, like offside of the whole aspect of Marine Corps. He's just a all-around good guy, willing to give you some information. If you didn't know, he would definitely go and find out. Definitely somebody I looked up to in becoming an officer. I remember the time where he got promoted, he gave me his butter bars, hoping to follow in his footsteps one day and, you know, take some of those leadership traits and pass them on down to Marines and Junior Marines and people throughout the Marine Corps. He definitely will be missed, but I hope that he'll gain some new friends and adventures out here getting that deployment. See you later, LP.
So I guess my biggest thing about Lieutenant Peterson is when I got here, he was probably the most active person in trying to help everyone out, if that makes sense. So, you know, you get here, you got a few officers that are really hard to connect with, and then you got, you know, one dude who you're not even sure if he's got a personality at all. They end up taking his platoon. Great guy. But you turn to Lieutenant Peterson, and no matter what, he was there to help me out, you know, with all the beginning, all the first steps of becoming like a solid officer. And you know, he acted as one of those really good examples that I could follow, regardless of, you know, how many more months he'd been in the Marine Corps, you know, or not. It was all about the fact that he had an interesting and impressive leadership style that I wanted to try to emulate. So take pieces from him when I first got here. And then, you know, the constant encouragement was another thing too. I think him and I were pretty like-minded, you know, always wanting to go to the field, fucking, you know, always wanting to do training and things like that. And when I got here, I'm glad that I had someone who was like-minded and had provided me that constant encouragement, because it would have been easy, you know, showing up and assuming that, you know, oh, this is the attitude, you know, of the fleet. You know, if you had a bunch of people that don't really have that constant encouragement, constant motivation, you know, it was easy for a new lieutenant to show up and be like, oh, that's just how everyone thinks in the fleet, you know. So Lieutenant Peterson made sure that didn't happen for me, and I had a good example of, you know, oh, this is really how we're supposed to act in the fleet. You know, and him along with Captain Halligan and other officers. But I think as far as second lieutenants showing up to their first unit, the biggest thing for them is that they get a good first exposure, and he was able to give me that constant motivation, like, you know, keep pushing mentality, helping hand mentality, something that, you know, stuck with me and made me realize that's who I should be when the next second lieutenants show up and they're as retarded as I am. You better cross that part out. I didn't mean to say that. So that's my biggest thing with Lieutenant Peterson, is that he, no matter who it is, he likes to, you know, be that helping hand, regardless of if they're senior in rank or junior in rank, whatever. That doesn't matter to him. It's more about trying to pass on what he knows in a professional way, not because he's trying to like fucking sound smart, but that he's trying to actually help someone out. You know, the genuine concern for others, like, was helpful for me. So that's my biggest take on Lieutenant Peterson.
Good morning, Marines. My name is Lieutenant Peterson. All I know how to do is hit home runs and slap ass. No, just kidding. On a real note, sir, I want to thank you for developing me into the leader I am today. You were with me as a junior Marine to an NCO, and I want to thank you on a personal note because you really guided me into the successful Marine I am today. So I want to thank you for that. And I know you'll get far in the Marine Corps, and just keep doing you and keep handing out those straws, and it'll eventually pass on to more Marines.
First of all, I want to say congratulations, sir. Good luck on the 11th MEU. I hope for the best things for you. You know, you're one of the best LTs that I've definitely had. And man, there's so many things I could say. You definitely take care of the Marines. You definitely look out for us. When I came back from PMO, I came back to open arms, and you definitely made me feel like I was part of the platoon again. You're definitely somebody that anybody can come to when they have a problem. Your door's always open. I know myself and the rest of the Marines appreciate that. Thank you for all that you've done for us, with all the training you've given us, all the opportunities for our platoon functions, and just making us feel more like a family. You're definitely somebody that everybody in 1st Platoon will miss, and like I said, I wish for the best on your future endeavors. Good luck out there.
All right, First Lieutenant Christian Peterson. He was my executive officer for quite some time. I think just because it's most recent, my memory is pretty bad. I'm always going to remember his flawless hair, specifically during a beach PT in which he was out there ground fighting Lance Corporal Stroop. And I remember looking over at Lieutenant Peterson as he was just going ham on Lance Corporal Stroop. He was a lot faster. Lance Corporal Stroop was a lot faster than either one of us expected. We talked about it at length afterwards. But I remember seeing his hair as glistening and as shiny as it could be as he was getting thrown around and throwing back Lance Corporal Stroop on the beach. But I think more than anything, being that both of us have been in truck company for an extensive period of time, seeing then Second Lieutenant Peterson as a young platoon commander of 1st Platoon, progressing into a short stint with operations officer, and then eventually leaving as the executive officer. I think more than anything, Lieutenant Peterson just embodied what it means to be an officer in the United States Marine Corps. Whether it was the way that he set the example, whether it was just his diligence in management of the junior officers and other officers, his peers within the company. Just to see the progression from, I want to say boot lieutenant, but see the progression from a very young, fresh, green lieutenant into the seasoned first lieutenant that he is now, who's undoubtedly going to get selected for captain at the first opportunity. So I know it was long awaited that you were going to be on this deployment. I know it's changed a couple times between the task forces. Finally, the 11th MU, which I think is probably the best fit for you. Congratulations, and I wish you the best. I would say continue to drive, continue to be the person, the human, and the officer that you are, and that I know you will continue to be and become ultimately. That's all I got.
All right, so he loves to talk about how, you know, when he first got here, he had no idea what he was doing, and that I was one of the first NCOs to really help him out and teach him a lot, you know what I mean? But I feel that he learned a lot on his own, you know? Didn't require us NCOs to, like, know butter bar, like, that's not how we do this. Yeah.
Well, you're watching this, Lieutenant Peterson, aka Chris, because I can call you that now. There's a lot of people, a lot of here that always looked up to you, and I'm actually one of those guys that looked up to you, not only as a leader, but more or less like a brother. You've always helped me through a lot of things, and you've always kept me inspired to do more than what other people have done for me. So I can't thank you enough, and words can't describe how much I'm gonna miss you. So I hope you do good things out there, kill a lot of Hajis. I don't know if you'll do that, but hopefully that'd be awesome. And I'll somehow, you know, if I ever get to see you again, just hit me up. I'll always be around. Thank you. Is that it?
Good morning, afternoon, evening, Lieutenant Peterson, Corporal Amador, and I just want to tell you that you've always been a great role model in my perspective, and one of the best leaders First Platoon's ever had. I've had about 3, and I gotta say that I've always looked up to you as a leader and a role model. So I hope you have a great life, great future, and you're safe over there on that MU. And I wish you the best in life, because you've definitely gave me something to look up to for my life. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid.
That was good.
That was good?
Yeah.
Hey Chris, it's Caboodles. Hopefully you enjoyed the video so far with all the memories that you've had and the impact you've had on these people. Hopefully I didn't corrupt the platoon so much, but just kind of wanted to be, just wanted to remind you and thank you for everything you've done. You've given me the best gift you could have given me in the Marine Corps as far as the best platoon, first platoon, and dealing with me and my craziness and just watching me grow and helping me grow from all of that. Everything from me reporting to the duty desk when you were on duty to obviously taking over your office. Thank you so much for everything you've done and just sharing the platoon and all these experiences and taking it as far as from day one of dealing with me as your shadow to when you called me Caboodles to just making sure that I was able to do everything I wanted to do in California, even before you left. All right, thank you.
Everyone is acting like you're dying of feline AIDS or leukemia, and you're not. You're just going on shit. So fair winds and following seas, sir. A rod semper fi. There.